What's up, ladies and gentlemen? DRSB Media here, and that's Squash Nelson. You've seen it in a couple videos before.
Yeah.
Today, as you've seen by the title, we're doing a 2016 MLB stat prediction video. No, that was my earlier video. We're doing 2016 standing prediction videos.
Yes.
And if you haven't seen that stat video, click right here.
Here. Right here.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna start with AL, of course. The AL East, the best division in all of baseball. With the AL East coming in 5th place in 2016, we have the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh,
shocker! Yeah. Coming in 4th place with the Baltimore Orioles, of course. That's a given. Rays and Orioles, 5th and 4th place is a given. All right, here's where it gets interesting. In 3rd place, I have the New York Yankees. Psych. The Boston Red Sox.
God damn it.
You need chemistry, folks. Just because you get David Price and Craig Kimbrell, tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast.
Craig Kimbrell.
Craig Kimbrell,
Oh, I just say Kimbrell 3 times.
All right, yeah.
Whoops.
Honestly, 83 wins. They had 78 wins. I'm gonna guess. I don't have a laptop in front of me right now. I'm just guessing they were at 78 and 84. I'm just guessing on that. So yeah, the rest of Boston Red Sox in 3rd. Coming in 2nd place, we have
the New York Yankees. Sorry, I had to say it.
Have the New York Yankees in 2nd place. Starting rotation could, of course, be a disappointing factor or a nice factor if you think about it, because you have Tanaka at the top. He can reproduce what he had in You can reproduce what he had in 2014, of course. Could be a nice year. Lou Severino in the 2nd spot. Had a nice year in 2015. Had like a 2.73 ERA, if I can remember correctly, and about 10 games started, maybe a little more, maybe less. In the 3rd spot, you have Michael Pineda. Was very good in the first 2 months of the season. Went down and didn't do very well after that. 4th spot, you're gonna have CC Sabathia. With his knee brace on, he did have a sub-3 ERA in his last 9 starts of the season. And then the 5th spot, Nathan Eovaldi, who was very promising at times, just towards the latter of the season. All right, number 1 spot in the AL East of 2016 is, you can say it,
the Blue Jays.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah.
With the Blue Jays at first, their lineup is stacked, absolutely stacked, and the rotation is good enough to get by with the lineup they have. That is stacked. Did I say stacked?
Yes.
The lineup is stacked.
Multiple times.
AL Central.
Yeah.
AL Central in the 5th. In the 5th spot, the AL Central, we have the Cleveland Indians. The 4th spot, Chicago White Sox. Todd Frazier, good luck out there. Represent him. I don't even live in Tom Sugar, actually.
I do. Oh, well, giving away my...
Yeah, I live in Seaside Park. Oh, shit. For all you killers out there. In the 3rd spot, we have the Minnesota Twins. Had a nice year last year, winning about 83 games. And in the 2nd spot, we have the Detroit Tigers. In the 1st spot, we have the Kansas City Royals.
Oh.
Not going to make it far in the playoffs, though, because they're going to lose to the Yankees in the ALDS. In the AL West, we have in 5th place the Oakland A's. Not expecting much. In the 4th spot, we have the Los Angeles Angels. The AL West was a hard one.
Yeah, that was the hardest one, definitely. With
the Angels, their lineup also could be potentially not very good enough to win a wild card. Pitching rotation can be okay with C.J. Wilson, Jared Weaver, you know. In the 3 spot, we have the Houston Astros.
The Astros.
That was tough.
This was
going in. I was saying no, they were going to be number 1, but you look into it, go on Fangraphs, RotoChamp. Didn't cut it. 3rd place, not making a playoff spot.
That was our hardest choice.
And 2nd, we have the Seattle Mariners, which is probably not anyone wasn't really expecting, but the 1st spot, we have the Texas Rangers. Looking at their lineup, we're impressed, honestly. You know, they won the division last year, this past season, and we're personally going to replicate that season, have a good offensive year. And the rotation has promise too. You have Cole Hamels and then Yu Darvish. It's a great 1-2 punch. You have what's his name? Derek Holland in the 3 spot. All right, moving to we'll do the AL wildcards. AL wildcard.
Yeah.
The 1st spot, the New York Yankees. staying exactly where they were last
Yeah.
season, making the playoffs right back where they belong. In the second spot,
Seattle Mariners.
Jinx, you owe me soda.
What?
Jinx, you owe me soda.
Fight me. But yeah, the Mariners.
Yeah, the Mariners in the second spot. Like we said, we'll elaborate a little more right now. Actually, their lineup really does show potential. Like,
Yeah.
With, you have a great 3-4-5. You have Robinson Cano hitting third. Fourth, you have Nelson Cruz and Adam Lind, who they traded with the Brewers, who's actually very underrated. Very underrated. He's going to hit 20 home runs for them this year, and maybe 280, driving 80 runs. No doubt.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Can't stop him.
Super Bowl's on right now.
Yeah.
This is how much we like baseball. Moving to the NL, we have, of course, the NL East, number 1, number 5. We have the Philadelphia Phillies.
Makes sense. I
hope AJ
don't
Smith's
see too much
watching right
potential
now.
with them.
Don't see any potential with them
No,
until
no.
within the next 2 years, next 3 years. Fourth spot, we have the Atlanta Braves. Third spot, Miami Marlins. And 2-1. Number 2. This was kind of hard.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I personally going and knew I was going to pick, but it could be considered hard. Number 2, we have the Washington Nationals coming in second place. The lineup it was decent. I mean, they had the addition of Daniel Murphy. So, taking away from the Mets. But the Mets got Neil Walker, which adds to Mets are number 1 in our NL State prediction.
Hard to say, but
I don't like the Mets.
I don't.
He's not a fan.
Just because my brother's a fan of him bothers me.
They could have a good offensive year, The addition of Neil Walker kind of replacing Daniel Murphy, who could actually defensively is better than Daniel Murphy. Will have hit more power than Daniel Murphy at the second base position than Daniel Murphy had.
Even with the Mets being number 1, I think David Wright's gonna fall.
Yeah,
off
no,
this
he's
year.
gonna. He injured most of last year, didn't do very well.
Yeah.
He's not. We looked at the projection for him; it was actually relatively high for what we were thinking.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't see it. Yes, the Mets are in number 1, and of course rotation. I mean, it's a given. In the NL Central, we have number 5 spot Cincinnati Reds, the 4 spot Milwaukee Brewers, and the 3 spot Pittsburgh Pirates. We don't have them making a playoff spot this year. Not wild card, not 1 or 2. In the second spot, we have the Cardinals. Falling off from number 1 to number 2. Yes, they did 100 games last year, but they did lose some players. And number 1, we have the Chicago Cubs.
Cubs?
It's a no-doubter, in my opinion.
I wasn't too much a part of the Central. I just didn't know much about it.
Yeah. Majority of what we know is between the AL East and the NL East.
Yeah.
But, I watch MLB Network every day, so.
Do you now?
I do. Actually, I didn't watch it today, actually. I watched Star Wars today. Complete opposites. Yeah. You came in when I was watching it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was just ending.
The credits, yeah. Star Wars, nothing but star. NL West, we have the San Francisco. Fuck, number 5. I forgot. You had a suspense. Number 5, we have Colorado Rockies. Number 4, we have the San Diego Padres. 3, he's sitting down. Are they sitting down? You sitting down?
I'm sitting down.
I'm sitting down.
I'm
Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah.
That was a tough one. Their lineup shows much potential. If you have the redemption of Yasiel Puig, who says he's a new man this year. He says he's a new man, which could lead to his better production.
Yeah.
Which he had in 2013 and 2014.
1, 2, and 3 were very hard for this one. They were.
And number 2, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks. Oh, they're also shooting some new unis out this year. New uniforms. Mm-hmm. They look pretty. Actually, no, I don't like them. Actually, they look like football uniforms. They're too nice. You don't have nice uniforms like baseball.
Hey.
We have them making a wildcard spot at number 2, though.
Yeah.
Number 1, San Francisco Giants, 2016, even year. Got 2010, won the World Series. 2011, missed the playoffs. 2012, won the World Series. 2013, missed the playoffs. 2014, won the World Series. 2015, missed the playoffs. 2016,
they're going to win.
May win the World Series. They're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They have a very lineup. They have Brandon Crawford, who in my opinion is the best shortstop in baseball.
They're going on and off. They're just going to keep winning and then losing.
Starting rotation was pretty damn good. You have the addition of Johnny Cueto, who was much better in the early half of the season last year. But alright, that does it for the NL. Now we have to go to NL wildcard. So that doesn't do it for the NL. We have more to do.
Yeah.
NL wildcard.
You already told 1.
Number 2, Arizona Diamondbacks. Already covered that. And number 1, we have the St. Louis Cardinals.
Of
course, like we said, coming second to the Cardinals, to the Cubs in the NL Central. We have them coming in first in the NL wildcard. We're not going to do a playoff bracket yet. We said mid-season.
Mid-season
We'll do it. And oh yeah, by the way, Nelson's part of the DRSB Media.
I'm back.
I mean, I'm like DRSB Media. Like I'm Dan.
Well,
Rourke.
yeah,
It stands for Dan Rourke Sports and Baseball.
Yeah.
Like I'm the one that makes the videos and stuff. But
No,
Nelson,
like I'm back.
yeah, he's making a comeback. He's corn. If any of you guys are juggies, watch me check nuggets. And that's a wrap. So check out the description. There'll be more player highlights coming out. If I remember correctly, it was David Ortiz is coming out. Well, I didn't finish it. It's going to be coming out. Probably finish it tomorrow. David Ortiz, Chase Headley was one of them. Kris Bryant from them. Andrew McCutchen will be coming out. This will all be over the next 2 weeks, most likely. David Ortiz will be coming out tomorrow, like I said. Andrew McCutchen. There's somebody else I forget. Just check that. It'll be in the description. I'll shout out to Nelson's Instagram in the description. Go give him a follow. My Instagram's in the description. Follow the channels that are in the description. Friend of mine. 2 friends of mine. And do you have any channel you want them to see?
No.
Alright, well, that's about a wrap. Stay tuned for the next, probably video tomorrow. David Ortiz highlights. And stay cracky.